think I missed the mark. Choryu's going Cloud.
Looks like we were all wrong.
So now it's a totally different match that you have to think about, where it's playing around limit, trying to avoid the ever-present Cloud back air. But what other factors do you think are going to play into this matchup?
From Choryu's perspective, the matchup is he's not going to care anywhere near as much about crouch, but it's also going to be harder for him to deal with grenades because of less range. So the main thing that Alte needs to think about is how effectively he can just maneuver around Chooryu, make sure that he avoids getting back aired too much, and just use a lot of the CQC and grenades to try and force Chooryu to fight him a little more up close, because I think Snake actually probably does really well against against Cloud in closer range. So you kind of just want to keep Cloud either really far away or really close, because it's that mid-range where Cloud is going to dominate. So Chooryu is just going to try and keep him there as long as possible.
Yeah, and that is a pretty good point to say that Chooryu doesn't really care about crouching, because now you have ways to get chest out. Down tilt is another option. Good parry into up tilt on the side of Alte, and now I would almost expect Alte to just basically play that CQC game like you said, and just play it out, play slow, and just move in respect to his threat level.
Yep, good landing. One common thing that a lot of Snakes do that ends up biting them in the butt is becoming a little too reliant on just going for B reverse grenades and disadvantage, but sometimes there's value in just using the fact that you know they're expecting it and just doing a regular landing without any mix-ups. Sometimes the no mix-up is a mix-up in itself.
Funny enough that you say the B reverse grenade bites Snakes in the butt, as you're saying that he got up aired by Chooryu for doing a B reverse grenade.
And then the last time when he didn't get hit for it. Funny how that works.
But now, I am pretty scared if I'm ulting. You have Chooryu with a limit, so now, oh, that was a great call out.
I like the idea. He was just a little bit off on the spacing. Yep. I really like that empty landing by Chooryu too. Don't want to give ulting something to react to. That's a range where Snake can pretty easily just go for dash attack if you just press a button near him. Chooryu's smart to just not give him anything to react to.
Yeah, now just playing it safe, balls out with up air, and just basically making the air look like no place to save.
Wow. Perfectly even game. Down throw F tilt is so good at those percents too, especially with that positioning. The best thing Chooryu can do at this point is to just make sure he can maintain center as long as possible. He's got a great position, even if he doesn't necessarily hit him that much more. It's just whether or not he can hold it. Make sure he mixes up a lot of his back air timing to at least force ulting to have to guess a little bit more.
Yeah, you don't want to become predictable to the point where you're basically going to see timing with that landing without approaching back air, but I kind of think that the way that we can see them improve is this up air shot is phenomenal on the side of Chooryu. I like how they're playing magic. Great call out again.
That advantage there was so good. And super patient too. If anything messed up for Chooryu, if he was wrong on any of those, he would still have maintained center stage in the process. That's just textbook.
I mean, it gave ulting a sense of safety with how he could get up, like you said, with the double jump Cypher the first time. He gets it. He takes the second stock by closing with up air, and he's like, well, fine, I'll just go at a distance where I'm not at a threat of an up air. Now you're in perfect back air range.
Yeah, just super clean advantage in. And really that's how you deal with Snake is you just get him up there and then you just maintain hitting him. Running up and catching him with grabs when he's doing his B reverse grenades as well is really good. And a lot of characters have grabs with hitboxes on them, which you can use to just detonate grenade and use it as a combo throw. Like Falcon as an example can just like F throw. When Snake is holding grenade, it'll blow up the grenade, and then I can do like F throw into knee as an example. And lots of characters have little things that they can do that are kind of like that. I would just like to see more people do it because it's so good. Why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the things where if you know your character has the capability to abuse that, there's no reason you shouldn't even use that option. I think one thing that I've seen Chooryu do this game that's a little different is use the down air like that line breaking cross to basically call out like the jumps from ulting. You haven't really seen down airs to any effect from the Snake, and the clean up smash from Chooryu is just
Yep,
Never mind, already
perfect.
equalized.
Yeah, challenging grenade up close is always one of those really scary things. If you have one of those aforementioned grabs that you can use to detonate it, it can be great, but you can also just add high percents. You have to be really careful with that. Something else I'd like to see more people experiment with, and I guess chooryu, is like grabbing grenade and then just not even throwing it, but just running towards someone and shielding so you can do the same thing to them that they're doing to you a lot of the time.
Oh, absolutely. I think that is a really underutilized piece of item play, especially against characters like, not specifically just Snake, but like, Link, for example. Like, they throw a bomb at you, if you catch the bomb, run up, hold the shield to be okay. But this is a deadly even game at this point. The ultimate is just really sharp in these platforms.
Yep, can he maintain advantage state? Perfect read on the drift. Catches the neutral air dodge. Limit cross slash. Nice.
By the book. This is a dead even game again. It's going to come down to how patiently chooryu maintains his neutral interactions.
Yeah, right now the main thing is that choryu's not really pressing forward like he was before. Feels like he's like kind of going in a little too much instead of just what he was doing before, which was playing more at mid-range. And he's just taking so much damage for it. Every single neutral loss this stock has just been for the exact same reason. He's just pressing buttons too aggressively up close. He doesn't have to, he's Cloud.
Yeah, and to your point, when he was playing much more passively and waiting for the option out on the side of ulting, he was able to continue his advantage state and maintain that pressure so much more consistently.
And then the moment he starts playing in mid-range again, he starts winning again. He might be able to bring it back, but this is just such a scary position. So many little things are just going to kill, but you do have limit. That caught?
Huh?
I think he might have tried to parry the last hit, which if he did, that would have been game because he could have just done turnaround up tilt. But obviously you're just playing with fire there. Tiny mistakes get you killed. Had to be careful.
I mean, great gameplay from chooryu, though.